Welcome guys, in today's showcase, we will review the Traveler's Backpack mod. This mod has helped everyone with storage, portability, and convenience. You can also use the host to store liquids or potion effects. This backpack is the reason why travelers love this mod. Anyway, let's continue with the presentation. Anyway, you want to know how to craft the backpack. What you need is leather, backpack tanks, a chest, gold ingot, and a sleeping bag. To get these materials, they're shown on the screen, and that's the default way of crafting the backpack. Then you also have backpack upgrades, from leather to netherite. What you need to do is craft a blank upgrade. This component is very important when you want to upgrade your backpack. These are the recipes to craft the upgrades, while the netherite upgrade is with a smithing table. Okay guys, so for this part of the video, I'm just going to show you guys how to craft the upgrade modules, how to place your backpack, how to add your sleeping bag on the ground, and mostly all the other functions, just how to use the backpack. So I'm just going to try my best to explain it, because most people are not going to understand, and even if I tell them in this part of the video, they'll just skip it and be like, oh, this is like a long talk out session of how to do something. Let me just skip it and just comment in the comment section just to say how to do it when it literally says the answer right in front of you. It's kind of funny how people would be thinking like that. Sometimes they just need to give the video basically a chance or a shot instead of actually just straight up commenting. Enough of that, we're just going to go head on with the demonstration and the showcasing. So by default, this is the backpack you're going to craft. So once you craft the backpack, you're going to be given a leather tier, and a leather tier only has 3 slots and only 2 tool slots. So you can only put 2 tool slots and very limited amount of liquids. And then if you keep upgrading your backpack from iron to gold to diamond to netherite, netherite is the highest and diamond's the highest. You can put more stuff in here and put more tools in here as well. So I highly recommend trying to aim towards these tiers. And I bet it's going to be a lot easier to get these tier upgrades. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive along the way until you actually get to netherite. And we have some stuff in here. We also got some spare leather just in case we need to make more, because I might have to do many takes on this. So if you want to add, for example, an iron tier upgrade, you got to know how to craft it first. An iron tier upgrade, all you just need is a blank upgrade, an iron ingot, and for those that want to know how to make a blank upgrade, you just need leather, a chest, and 2 backpack tanks. So pretty much that's all you need, and you just get a quantity of 4. So you just get basically 4 of these, basically enough to actually do like 4 tiers of these if you want, and probably a crafting upgrade. So to add the tier in here, you just need to add your tier here, a piece of leather, because it would say use a leather as a template. So you got to put it right here as a template, and your backpack or any tier backpack is going to go in here. It's like, for example, if you have an iron one, you got to put a gold one. If you got a gold one, you put a diamond one. And if you just have a leather one, just put an iron one. And then what happens, you get yourself an iron tier backpack. And if you open it, you get more slots. Instead of 3, you get 4. And then you get more slots to put your liquids and your tools. And I can also add in another one, which is the crafting upgrade, in which it just adds a crafting grid. And some people are going to be wondering, oh, from my last previous video, how come I have a crafting grid in this inventory? Because that's an outdated showcase of the backpack, because it used to be like that, or the crafting grid used to be like right over here. And then you can just put some items in here and you can still craft it from the inside. It's kind of like they were trying to mix it in back then, but now they're trying to take the same idea of doing the sophisticated backpacks mod. So it's kind of like a overhaul on that one. So they're trying to make it more storage based and trying to prevent confusion, because I know a lot of people are probably confused with which one's a crafting grid and which one is the inventory and which one is the slots. So I'm just trying to think they're trying to make this user friendly in a way. So anyways, we're just going to add the crafting upgrade just by adding the backpack that we just upgraded, and then we just put our leather as a template. And to craft this, all you just need is a crafting table and a blank upgrade. And then once you put this on the slot, then you got yourself an iron backpack. And you're probably wondering, where do you get this crafting grid or crafting GUI? So you will see a tab over here underneath the cogwheel that says backpack settings, and then that's where you get your crafting table at. And you probably wonder, what's this other stuff here? This is another mod that they kind of recommend if you're maybe making like big mods where you want to rotate the crafting recipes just to make it a little easier. I mean, it's not necessary if you wanted, but I'll include all the links in the description just to know what mods you're going to be installing, and some of the I would say some of the optional mods that they suggest that you should download. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys how to remove the upgrades. So we got ourselves our blank upgrade, and as you can see here, it says shift click on a placed backpack. So you got to place your backpack on the ground to reset the default settings. It removes excess fluids in the tank and scatters items and upgrades around the backpack. So all you got to do is just shift and right click on the ground, and then you got to shift and right click with a blank upgrade. It removes your previous upgrades and whatever's from the backpack, and it just technically resets it to its default settings or back to square one. So instead of, for example, if you try to use this blank upgrade on this, it's going to default it all the way back to a leather tier, and you could probably use it for another backpack. So this is kind of good if you want to trade off backpacks, or I don't know, just get more stuff back, or probably use the uncrafting table just to get something out of it. It's kind of very useful. It's like a very useful tool just in case if you want to, you know, devalue the backpack or just recraft it to a different backpack. I think that's the better way I'm going to say it, if you want to recraft it to a better backpack. Okay guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to equip your backpack and how to place your sleeping bag. So to equip your backpack, all you just got to do is open your backpack, and you will see an icon with a picture of Steve equipped with the backpack. So all you just got to do is click it, and then if you change your perspective, you should see that you're equipping the backpack. And then if you want to access your backpack, all you just got to do is just press the B button, because that is the default key to access your B button. And if it's preventing you from using it, then you just got to look in your keybinds and just, I don't know, weave it out, because I don't know too much about the keybind problem, because keybinds are just whatever it is. So if you had come across this problem, just change it to whatever keybind that you're going to be accessing your backpack, because if you access it to it with the B keybind, it's a lot easier. And if you want to unequip it, you just gotta push the picture of Steve and just unequipped. So equipping it, boom. Unequip it just by pressing B, and then boom. And then if you want to place your sleeping bag, all you just gotta do is shift and right click on the ground, and then you open your backpack, and then you click on the sleeping bag, and it's going to deploy the sleeping bag. And you want to put it back up, all you just gotta do is click it. See, put away, laid out, put away, laid out, put away. And then you pick it up, there you go. That's how you actually use the backpack. Now we're going to resume with the next part, which is the hose. Now we're going to showcase the hose. This hose can pick up almost any fluids in the game, from water, lava, milk, and potion effects, and possibly more. To craft the hose, you need a hose nozzle and green dye. Get green dye from cactuses by smelting them. To make the nozzle, you need iron ingots and a gold ingot. For this part, I am going to show you how to use the hose. And for this to work, you got to equip the backpack like that, and then it should work. See, it says hose suck mode by default. And if you want to change the mode of the hose, you gotta hold the default key, and then you just use the mouse scroll wheel. So this is how it works. So you just gotta hold the Z button and use your mouse scroll wheel to change the mode. So for example, we could change it to spill mode, suck mode, and drink mode. So if you want to, say for example, put it in the tanks, so all you just gotta do is just right click, like we got an infinite water source block. So when we do that, open up your backpack. As you can see, it filled up the whole thing with water. And then you can also look here too. You can see the backpack look like it has a little bit of a water animation in there. Pretty cool. And if you want to change the tank, all you just gotta do is press the N button, and you can look at the little highlight at the bottom of the screen. It's very small, and then you just click it just to fill it with lava, just for example. And then now you can see that we have the lava and the water in the tanks. If I change my perspective, you can see the lava. And if you want to know what tank you're using, you just gotta look at that highlight at the bottom. So if you look closely at the top right bottom of the screen, I'm not sure you guys can see it in the video, you should see that it highlights which tank I'm using just by pressing the N button, just by swapping. So right now we're in the water mode. So if we drink it, it's probably in drink mode. So let me just change it to drink mode, for example. So we set it to drink mode and we drink it. It gives us regeneration. So the water is actually giving us regeneration effects, which is pretty nice. Imagine us basically drinking water. Nice and healthy, really refreshing. And then if you want to change it to the other tank, which is the lava, oh boy, this is not going to be fun. Drink lava. Okay, if you drink lava, you get jump boost, not jump boost, I think infinite jump boost or something, or I don't know what jump boost enchantment it is. You get mining fatigue 4, and we get speed 3. Sorry for that jumbled up language, because that flame was just unexpected. So you get mining fatigue 4, jump boost, and speed 3. This is pretty good if you want to like escape from things. If you have like fire resistance, you can probably just get speed and you can still run away. Pretty good stuff. So let me just change this tank, or if you want to empty it out, all you just gotta do is change the mode to spill, because spill is actually placing it back in, and then you see the lava's back in. And now my tanks are empty, as you can see on the screen. You can also look in your perspective or just look in the backpack. We have emptied them out, and I just want to go ahead and try out the cow and the brewing stand. Okay, so for the cow, all you just gotta do is set it to suck mode, because you're sucking the juices out of the cow. And then, I mean, it didn't even sound right. Sucking the juices out of the cow. If you open up the backpack, you can see it's nothing but milk. Hey, I'm not suspicious. I had to say it, okay? It's fine. We're milking cows. We're milking. Okay, we're milking. And if I want to change the tank again, just by pressing the N button. And then for this part, I don't think we can, suck these or anything. I think one way you can do it also is by placing them manually in here. If once you do that, you get instant health. You see that? It fills it up, which is pretty cool. And I think it can only fill up like a certain amount. I believe like a certain amount of health you can put it in. Wait a minute. Oh, because it's a different one. Yeah, so by mistake, I actually supposed to put 3 in here. But as you can see, it doesn't stack. So now you actually realize that you can't stack other potions. You can only stack up the same ones. So for example, if we want to swap to the potion effects, just by pressing the N button, okay, we got to put on the hose just in case. You always got to put on the hose if you want to swap your hose. So push the N button, and then let me just set it to drink mode. Drink it. It just gives you basically healing. And if you want to drink some milk, you just drink the milk. So let me just, I don't know, drink some lava. Yeah, let me just suck some lava and then set it to drink mode. Drink like that. Change it and then drink milk. There you go. It removes the effects. So you just gotta learn how to use the keybinds mostly. You can suck cows. You can get brewing stands, carry potion effects around you. You can drink lava. You can drink water. I can't believe actually drinking water actually gives you regen. I think for this update, it actually gives you regen. So I think that's a plus if you want to get some quick accessibility to regen without actually making a golden apple or just depending on food. So it's like quick and convenient, not gonna lie. I know many of you came for this part. I know you can craft most of these backpacks while others can only be acquired through trades or looting chests. But I'll share my perspective on this. Okay guys, so for this part, I'm going to show you guys the other backpacks. Some of them you can craft and some of them are just obtainable through trades and loot chests. So you can see there's technically like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 36 or probably 40 backpacks in this chest. And some of them you can actually see that you can craft. Like for example, you can craft yourself the diamonds backpack, the gold traveler's backpack, the netherite backpack, the melon traveler's backpack. Like I said, very few of them have crafting recipes, and I highly recommend installing roughly enough items, just enough items, and not enough items, just to get full context of how to craft some of these things. And for those that are probably wondering, how do you craft this? Oh, I'm using a mod pack that has some different crafting recipes or prevents me from crafting them. It's because the mod pack is set up in a way, because mod packs are coded differently. So sometimes they may allow you to craft some things and some things you just can't. So if you can't craft the backpack tank, then you just can't. And they probably want you to get these backpacks through killing mobs that randomly just spawn in the world, and there's like a chance of encountering one and killing one with the backpack on. So I just know for one thing, sometimes the Endermans be wearing the Enderman Traveler's backpack, and if you kill them, they give you this. And if you get this backpack, it extends the range distance by 1 block, so it gives you basically reach. And all you just got to do is just hold the shift button just to know like what it does. Even like the Bat Traveler's backpack, obtainable in mine shafts and dungeons. So you basically got to go in the mines and just look for this. And if you want to get the Iron Golem backpack, it's obtainable through armored villagers chests. So that would actually mean it's basically based on rarity, while the other ones you can actually craft. Like I would actually go with the diamonds backpack or maybe the netherite just to get myself some extra armor durability. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. And I probably want to tell you one thing too. They also have abilities. So you have the, for example, cactus, the sponge, the cake traveler's backpack, and the bat traveler's backpack. I'm just going to show you guys how to enable the abilities for each and every one of them. So for the bat traveler's backpack, for example, there should be a little bit of an ability switch, like it should be. And I know if you equipped it, it should give you night vision. Yeah, so it gives me night vision, like straight up. I mean, it didn't really say much. Oh, there's the ability. You actually got to equip the backpack just to see this button. So if you get it, you actually got to equip it to see the button. And then once you push B, you can enable it or disable it. And same goes for the cake backpack. You got to equip it and then open your backpack to enable or disable the ability. And also it's on a timer too. So that means it might feed me every 6 minutes, maybe. So you just gotta look at this stuff and actually learn from this. And same goes for the sponge backpack. You gotta equip this and then open up the backpack, and it should tell you the ability. I'm not sure if it does. I would say most of them do, and some of them just do it on their own. I'm not guaranteeing that everything is through a ability switch. Some things just work on their own. Like for example, the cactus traveler's backpack, equip that, and then it has an ability switch where it collects water into your tank, so whenever it rains, it actually fills up into your backpack. But you can always turn it off if you just don't want that, and you just want to just, you know, showcase the backpack in a way of just, you know, having a cactus backpack. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much summarizes all the whole backpacks here. I mean, I can't go really into depth of everything, despite some people probably want me to go into depth, but I'm like, it's best for me to tell you just to, you know, go try it out yourself. And if you need help, you can always go to the Discord server, or if you want more context of how the backpack works, just hold the shift button and then you will see what it does, and then you'll actually learn how it works. Also, I forgot to mention that there are configurations for this mod. You can enable or disable abilities, you can increase the slots within the backpack, and just a lot of other things. Just go to the configuration folder and just look for Traveler's Backpack, and then you should see a file that you can add, but I highly recommend using some sort of code writing software just to make some modifications. And I think that's going to wrap up the whole entire thing for Traveler's Backpack on my end. And if you guys are a configurator, then I think this is the best thing for you to shine and just do crazy with it. This is going to end for this showcase for Traveler's Backpack. I hope you find this helpful, and if this helped you, leave a like. Want to view more of my mod showcases and live streams? Click the subscribe button. Have any feedback or suggestions to share? Comment below. All the links and downloads are in the description, and same goes for the mod creator and their Discord server. I mean, this is like my third time reviewing this backpack mod, and this is what literally started up the whole YouTube channel for KeyDevy. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one, and goodbye.